Before we get started, let me just say that this is the short edited version of this video. If you want to see the full length, the 1.5 hour video, there's a link in the description and a pinned comment down below where you can see that over on my secondary channel. I think this will be enough for most, so let's get started. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to take apart my $800 graphics card and I'm going to water cool it and install this water block. And first I have to drain the loop without spilling water in the computer. So that's the short version of what's going to happen today. Okay, power has been removed to 40 volts and I unplugged it. It has this little filling plug up here. I was thinking if I start by draining this with this, then maybe. If I unplug this, you can see there's a bit of air in it. I haven't fully removed all air since mid this week when I discovered the gunk in it. Yeah, so I thought it was algae, but I read on some forums that it might have been some of the things you use to soften plastic seeping into the going in contact with whatever it's in the coolant here. Yes, and yikes. Water coming out here, dripping into the towel. That's fine. Could we loosen this a bit? I would like more to come down into the reservoir, please. Yeah, it's difficult to watch here. Could we have more water coming in here, please? Yes. Hope I don't fill up. Yeah, let's just. Right, sucking it out. And letting air in again. Okay, I really need another pair of hands for this. And this goes into this one, that's good. Put this back in here and get everything as low down as possible. Can I visualize it? Yes, I think this helps a bit. I think this is going to be slightly too long anyway, so I think I actually might cut it. Look at how I prepared. No, don't do that. How sort of prepared I am. Yeah, I need an extra pair of hands for this, really. This can go down here without too much problem. And then I can, if I cut this, then I can tinker with this later on. Put this in here. Okay, so now I have removed the old loop. This is dirty-ish coolant. This is dirty coolant. Now next step is to remove the graphics card and get started working on that. And I will do that on my desk, and I will need to set up this camera differently. And I'll need to clean up a bit of this water. So I'll do that, remove the graphics card, and I'll see you when I'm ready to disassemble that. I think this tubing I will, I'll just put it up here for now. I think that's probably the safest bet. So we have closed the loop again without the pump. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Okay, so let's void some warranties now. This isn't the perfect recording setup. It could be better, but I'm doing my best here with what I have. So this is kind of what it looks like. Let me take a picture of it. Might be a bit shaky. I also noticed I hadn't fully removed all plastic This is in view. It's spring loaded. It's spring loaded. Oh, is that connected to? It is connected to the other part here. Oh wow, this is really under tension here. Okay. Yeah. Can I? This is very delicate. I don't know if it'll focus on it. Anyway, it's the other one, I believe, was T0 or the 0. Yeah, this one's better. Cannot tell you what this is. One bigger. Okay, let's get them in here. You know what? I think if I have to not promise things I won't keep. But maybe I should post this full video on my random channel and then post the shorter version, on my main channel. Maybe that's what I should do. Seems like there's some thermal pads on this side as well. So, strictly speaking, this would probably be good as well for cooling, but that's good for cooling, but I do not like this. Okay. There are so many things that, that can go wrong. I didn't tend to buy a pre-mounted cooling block back in the day when a car with a pre-mounted cooling block, but it never showed up. And then the whole shortage happened and everything, so this is really too bright to use for this. Ugh. This can... Don't do that, dude. Hang on. Oh my god, I was just about to crap myself here. You see this? Missing memory. This guy's only 10 gigabyte. I think, oh my god, is this sitting here? It's not. I need a break. I need to relax. Okay. Right. I'm going to take a break and I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to spare you of that. Because what's going to happen next is I have a backplate, new backplate for this, and I'm probably going to need to mount that first. I'm going to read the manual from EKVB, and they also have new thermal pads for both the water cooling block and the backplate. So I need to clean this up. Okay, so the manual specifies that I should complete and install the water cooling block before I install the backplate, even though we had to remove the original cooling to get to the backplate. So I'm going to do that. I have removed the thermal pads, and the ones on these, that must be power regulation modules, they were kind of brittle, and the ones down here were not brittle, so I assume these are the ones that get hot. And there's a manual here. This is going to be, that specifies where I need to put them on the motherboard, or on the, not motherboard, on the PCB, and then at the thermal compound. I tried to get rid of all of it with a Q-tip, but no matter what I used, the alcohol, I couldn't get rid of it. And now these tiny, looks like resistors down there, whatever. I don't want to destroy anything. So for this one, there's these thermal strips, and I'm going to install them now and get on with it. Okay, so I put this on the easy ones, but I put the plastic that was on the side with the glue or whatever it's called, adhesive, underneath here. So I'm going to do is like this. Then this might fail in a horrible way. Could I just tap it down like this? And then perhaps, no, that doesn't work. Need to remove the, then like this. I think, because then I think it will fit actually. Here we go. Now we come to the, what should we say, more contentious part. Thermal paste, or the compound. And some people say you should put a dot in the middle, some say you should do whatever. And I'm going to do what the manual says, which is this across. Let's see, I need to change the battery on the camera soon. So now is the time to tell me, oh, that's too much. This is definitely too much. Now it's time to tell me it's too much. It's too much, Martin. This is way too much. But since it isn't thermally conductive, and I have seen plenty of videos on the internet, I feel like this is too much, man. Isn't it too much? That's a bit, maybe a little too little there. I feel like, God, this is, feel free to yell at me now. Placing the block on the graphics card. This procedure is the same for all. Carefully releasing the water block when pre-installed standoff. There's one here and there. So certainly those. Yeah. Okay. I did notice I did manage to squeeze the RGB light again. So now the time is come to mount the backplate, and I need to clean this up a bit and do the whole thingamajig again just for the backplate. So yeah. Okay, so this is barely in view. I have started screwing the screws into this, and it's a bit of a mixed experience, this thing. Clearly some needs to be longer and some needs to be shorter, and I have to figure out these. I'm not tightening much, right? I'm just placing it, and I'm avoiding those 6 that should be on the back plate. I was thinking that I would need the longer ones for the screws closest to the CPU, but that actually did not work. It wouldn't go in fully. I'll continue, and then I'll clean up this, and then we were ready to install the back plate. Okay, so I ended up doing what they were saying I should be doing. Although these two did fit perfectly inside this indentation here, so I don't know. Now I will fasten the screws for the front plate, and then I'll install this one. Okay, let's see if we can get this done. Pardon the noise in the background if you can hear it. It's my washing machine running. Okay, so we're almost done here. Looking forward to getting this mess cleaned up on my desk here. I can't see anywhere in the manual that says that the water should go in one certain way and out the other, so I'm not going to take that into account. I bought a few new fittings because I would really like to have an angle on it, and this should be able to help me with that. And this screws in here, and this one has I think, isn't this? Yes, you can turn this after you've fastened it. So, yeah, like this. And a new filling. I think you can get, I couldn't find them, I think you can get new O-rings for it, I'm not sure. But on the top here, going to put a plug in here. Now I thought these had, don't they have like a, they do, I remembered correctly. So you can actually fasten them. Not many people knows that, me included. Like this, and then on the bottom, this is a heavy bit. The evacuation when I need to of coolant when I need to empty it. And now I have to mount the pump again and the graphics card. Let's see if it fits. I'm really hoping it will fit in here. The coolant pump has been moved into its place, and now I am excited to see if this, man, this is still heavy. I'm excited to see if this will fit here still. Oh, what will happen? Let's see. Oh yes, yes. That's awesome. This is kind of hard to do while trying to get some sort of useful footage. So now I want to connect this to here. New pipe from here to here. And this one back up here. So like a 45 angle perhaps would have been ideal here. Perhaps a bit like this. It's too short. Will it work? I think it'll work. Ah. Come on, man. I want to get it as furthest down as possible here, right? Yeah. This one needs to go up there again. Now this expenditure, just trim it. I think I will still do fine. No. You need to go up there. Yes. Yes. There we go. It actually still could be a bit shorter, couldn't it? Just have it. I think it could. It could be more. I don't know. Yeah. It'll probably be fine. Can we reuse some of this? I haven't screwed the pump firmly into its noise dampening. What's it called? Thing it sits on here, because I wanted to be able to rotate it a bit back and forth if needed. Should I use turn it a bit the other way now that it already has a bit of bend to it. Yeah, cut this a bit more. Not too much. This will be fine. And I think my microphone is just about to run out of power now, so I will try to be quick about this part here, and I can have some dinner soon. No, it can't take a millimeter more, I think. There we go. Come on. Feels like these need less turns than the other. Right. Okay. Must remember to plug the power all the way in. Well, this is a 3080. I think it will melt like the new ones with the new special cable. Click. I heard a distinct click. So I was running the cryo fuel, and then what I have here is cryo fuel again, only colorless, but also a bit of the blood red in it still. So it is the same manufacturer here, so we're just going to I need to tighten this a bit more. This is dripping. I need to buy more of these. I could use the other one. I have distilled water in, perhaps. I should do that. Okay. We're probably going to need to add more. Well, we are going to need to add more. So first up, I want to say a little prayer. The audio is still working, so you can hear me swear when there comes water out everywhere. So I'm not powering on the computer just yet. I'm putting down some. Hopefully there won't be a lot of stuff coming out. Still a lot of coolant coming out, but we're going to put these here anyway. And this is going to be amusing if it starts pouring out. Oh, I never would have noticed. Anyway, I should probably have some up on these as well. But okay, so what we're going to do now is power on the pump, but not power on the computer. So I have this power supply which has output for hard drives, and it has a little switch on it, on off. Let's hope this works. Let's see. And so I can connect my pump to that. It doesn't light up. I did not turn it on at the at the wall. Okay, but this makes it a little bit easier. Oh. And we don't want to run the pump dry because these pumps are lubricated by the water, so that will significantly reduce its lifespan. So let's see, run it again. Are we seeing anything problematic right now? So there's a lot of air in it, and that's also why it needs to run for a while. And I don't know if you can see up here this. So yeah, I will let this run for a few hours, and I'll have some dinner, and I'll keep an eye on it to see that everything stays dry. And let's see what happens. Now it's time to charge it's time to charge the microphone, definitely. No panics left yet. Yeah, I still have panic left. I still don't know if the card will fire up. We'll have to wait a little while to see that. See you after my dinner break. Okay, so it has been more than a few hours, and it had been running for a very long time. I had my dinner and everything. It is almost ready. Let me get a little more light here. Is that better? There's still a little bit of air. Don't know if you can see it just on top here of the cooler up here for the CPU, and as you can see here, clearly the radiator hasn't been completely evacuated for air yet. I had my phone under here, and I did see some bubbles in there, but they are gone now. But it will need to run at least a day or two more for me to get all of the last air out of it. I feel like there's a lot of power in the pump, but it probably could be better. This here annoys me a bit. It's a bit too long, isn't it? I will need to shorten that sometime, but I will wait and see how it works with this radiator and this graphics card, how well it cools it. So yeah, I'm stalling because now we have to turn it on, and I'll start by turning on my monitor here, and I'll have a look and see if it blows up in my face. So all water now. Let's go. Well, it turns on. So far so good. I don't see anything on the screen. Oh wait. It's booting. Yeah, there's picture at least on my monitor. Yes. Okay, so so far so good. Right. The next step for me is going to take a very long time. I'm going to try to wiggle it up around a bit and get the last air out, and I'm going to put the external power supply back on tonight and let it run throughout the night, just trying to get the last air out. There's still a lot of air around in the hoses and the bubbles. So yeah, and I'm going to of course have to check the thermals on it. That goes without saying. It might be running dangerously hot already. So yeah, this is going to be a rather long video, so I'll get started on the thermals and testing and reprogramming the fan speed compared to the temperature of the output water from the cooling loop before it enters the radiator. And well, maybe I should have put a sensor on what goes back into, I don't know. Anyway, never mind. That's another video, otherwise we'll never get this done. So, and if anyone knows a cheap, quick video editor for Windows that is easy to learn and just it's good at stitching clips together, like for this video, and uses the GPU and stuff like that, let me know please, because my old Mac or my newer MacBook Air is it's just too slow for editing large videos. Let me know what you think. I need to do something on PC instead. So yeah, see you around. Cheers.